We have discussed around here the dipping of French fries into the Wendy's shake, and Jessica, I just got Jessica's attention. She has risen to life here. What happened? What are you excited about? Are you excited about this man that Nicholas Heller has put a video up on Twitter of saying, arrest this man because of something he did at a ballpark this weekend with his food?
Yes, he dipped a hot dog in his beer and just ate it like it was no big deal. I thought it was a good move.
A beer dog. At Nassau Coliseum, they used to serve them as beer dogs. They dip them in beer and serve them to you. Yeah.
What's wrong with that? I mean, you're gonna drink if you're gonna take a bite of a hot dog and wash it down with a beer. Like, I don't see any difference there.
You don't want. See, this is one of those things. I'm gonna come out against this right now. I'm all for fun with food. Okay, hell yeah. But what I'm saying is in this particular one, I don't want my hot dog soggy. So this is not something I'm gonna partake in. But do your thing, man.
Well,
I'm never going to judge anyone.
You want
with
beer
food.
on your meat, though, I guess is where...
I'd rather have it on my meat than my bread.
Hell yeah.
I'd rather have it on my meat than my bread. I don't want that soggy, because that reminds me, then I'm in, all of a sudden, I'm in a hot dog eating
but I think
contest in my
people
bread.
who like hot dogs and beer would tell you that part of the appeal is softening the bread and making it soggy, that there's a texture thing that I'm guessing here. I don't know. It looks disgusting to me.
The only one who would say that is Joey Chestnut. I mean, I don't think people like a soggy bun. They like a nice hot dog with it.
Then why are you dipping it in beer?
No, so at the Nassau Coliseum, it is cooked lightly in beer. There's a little bit of beer that they're cooking it in.
No, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about somebody
I can taste the beer, though.
dumping their dog in a beer, and I think most people would look at that and think it disgusting. I think Jessica would be in the minority and saying, what's so wrong with that?
Really?
I think...
I feel like it's probably a 50-50 split, if we're being honest. I feel like a lot of people would be into it, a lot of people would not be.
I think the texture would be problematic for a lot of people. The soggy bun would be something that would be bothersome, that it would be, even if it tastes good, to me, the part that I'm disgusted by is the combination of texture, and I don't want to dip I don't want to dip meat into a beer.
You can say you don't want to dip your meat in beer. It's fine.
I'm not comfortable. I'm not as I'm more repressed than you are. You can just launch hell yeahs in every direction. I didn't want to just say I don't like to dip my meat in beer.
I just think that if it's gonna end up in the same place, it's gonna be all in your mouth at the same time. This conversation is really difficult to have with Chris Cote sitting in the back row.
I mean, I'll dip my dick in a beer.
Prove it.
There it is. Now you're on the hook, my friend.
Oh, he's done.
Now,
I got Miller Lite.
you gotta
I'm
prove
back,
it.
baby.
Miller Lite official
I'll be right back.
sponsor.
Tell you what,
yes.
you dip it into a beer, you can keep the highlight.
Yes. If you do that on air, we'll do it. We'll put it on social.
How much do you love the Cessa Cyclones? Because I
We're going to find out.
We'll
Probably can't put it on Twitter until after the Elon takeover happens.
We will pixelate it.
do. When we won the title, I looked.
Need a lot of pixels.
Update on the HBO dick conversation, though. I started that show Minx because a lot of people tweeted at me and they're like, if you want to see dicks on HBO, Minx is where it's at. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know.
A lot of dicks. The first episode, there's like 100 penises.
Heard the conversation.
What's
about
it called?
dicks
I'm
on
writing it down.
Minx. M-I-N-X.
I don't like what they're doing with the dick on HBO. There's just so much dick now. It used to mean something special. You used to have to stay up late and wait for real sex, and then occasionally you'd go to a hippie colony and you'd see a bunch of 70-year-old dick running around.
You're right.
They're trying to bring balance to it, right?
No,
For
but
years and years, there was too much.
Yeah,
You used to have to
nudity.
work to see a dick.
It's
Yeah.
it's an overcorrection.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a few years of a lot of dick.
I agree with Chris Cote. Like, I think it'll balance out at some point.
Wow.
Mike Ryan is right about this. This used to be a special thing. You had to go to a brothel in Vegas or some sort of reality show. It was dark at night, and America was less promiscuous, and it was a dirty thing, and it was okay. It was, if not dicks coated in grace, at least dicks used sparingly for shock value.
Yeah, there was that puppetry of the penis episode on Real Sex, and
Who's Grace?
Brothels in Vegas, Mike?
I saw the Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
Real Sex, though, but Real
Who
Sex
hasn't?
that was one of the original pioneering HBO shows and one of the few.
Usually, you're a teenager, you're waiting for that late night block, and then they screw you with taxi cab confessions. Like, who's watching this shit? Come on. Give me the hippie commune.
I don't have
With the
any
swing.
clue what you're talking about, but
you don't know Taxi Cab.
I feel like
fun
this
show.
all happened because of Game of Thrones. I feel like Game of Thrones was the thing that pushed the female nudity over the edge. Like there was so much gratuitous nudity in Game of Thrones, and now Game of Thrones is over, and the cultural shift has now gone back to overcompensate for the lack of penises throughout the years, like Chris said. And I think it probably will balance out. But this show, Minx, I'm telling you, the whole premise of the show is that it's this these two people creating a magazine for women a la Penthouse and Playboy, but with naked men in it. So like the first episode, they're auditioning men to be like their first centerfold. And so they're auditioning men and having them come in and just take their pants off. And so it's just like dick, like this. We're just cutting from dick to dick to dick. There's so many of them. And I have never seen anything like it. It's almost like it's comparable to the first scene of Euphoria. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a locker room scene in Euphoria. There's like 30 penises. And apparently the director initially wanted like 80 and they scaled it back. So now there's only like 30. It's the first episode, I think, of season 1. In a locker room, there's just, you see penises
is it
everywhere.
gratuitous? What's happening here? Because this is too much. Must everything be so excessive? It doesn't need to be Mike's puritanical age of a simple dick on real sex.
You had to earn it.
But why does it have to be just this endless parade of factory sausage in a way that has no grace or class in it? Like if you're going to give me a dick, give me a couple. Give me 4 dicks. Give me 5 dicks. Why does it have to be wave after wave and sea after sea of dicks?
I do think that it still functions as a surprise. Once it's not a surprise anymore, we're not going to see as many dicks.
You want a certain number of dicks?
I mean, fewer. I think we've gone too far here with whatever. This is gratuitous. You can't put 80 in a row on there and just not be doing it because you can.
If you were approached by a Minx magazine, would you do a spread if the price is right for a good cause? They
Yep.
contributed to your favorite charity or Ron's endowment. Would
No,
Ron you show
should.
your endowment for Ron's
No,
endowment?
Ron should. We should absolutely do this. We should do this with Ron. Put him on a carpet somewhere and see if Ron's endowment can summon.
Wait a minute. Just to catch up, we should make Ron show his dick to give money to charity.
Yeah, he would.
That's weird. Yeah.
Is the idea.
I got him as a shower.
Mike, would you do it?
The
Would
Velvet Buzzsaw.
I mean, I would do it. As
I would.
embarrassing as it would be for me, I would do it
Mike
for
would
Ron.
not.
It depends on the price.
Mike's been wearing a hat for 3 months. He would not show his wiener.
I took my hat off on Friday when you went to Detroit. On Thursday when you went to Detroit. Yeah, I was hatless.
He did.
Yeah.
It looks
No,
good.
I would if the price was right. I'd do a spread. Yeah. The price was right. The price would have to be good, but I mean, we're talking about my penis here, but I would do it. The price was right. Are you kidding me? Like, say someone wants to pay $50,000 to just take pictures of your dick. Sure. Why not?
You're negotiating against yourself right now.
No, I wouldn't do that for $50,000. I would honestly do it for just 25.
I'd go lower.
Yeah. I'd say 50 at first, but if you came in at the floor of 25, I'd do it.
Whittingham, he's stealing your thing. You thought you were going to be the broadcaster who brought back the penis, and Mike Ryan is saying, "I'm for sale, baby."
I'm stunned at how low that price is.
Really?
It starts at 7 figures for me.
Wow.
Seven
figures?
Bro, you are giving yourself far too much credit.
I know.
No one wants to
I
pay 7
know,
figures for that
precisely
dick.
the point.
Don't.
Let's just say the
I'm
best
not
offer.
going to be
God.
But
photographed.
the best offer you're going to get is $50,000. Are you
Okay,
doing it?
cool.
$50,000.
What is this marketplace?
I'm
How do you
good.
guys know this?
I'm good.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We'll see. Sheets and Giggles?
You wouldn't do it for $9 million.
I will do.
That would take some time.
1 million?
It would take
No.
a long $9 million. You wouldn't do it.
pecker, man.
You'd do it for 8.5.
If Sheets and Giggles came to the plains, like, we want to do a nude photo shoot, and here's $100,000.
Cash.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah.
$100,000?
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Sheets and Giggles. I dare you. Pay me $100,000.
Cash.
Yes.
But your
I will
face is in it and everything. There's no like a shadow situation
do-
that's just.
butthole, everything.
Oh,
Sheets and Giggles. I'll do it for $50,000. Cash.
you're gonna show your wiener and butthole for $50,000 cash is
Why
what you
not?
just said. Why not?
He
Okay.
doesn't care.
$50,000.
You're rich. Do you know that? Do you know you're rich? You don't need
50,000 would make me
All
richer.
right, so it's settled. Stugotz, if Sheets and Giggles can pay Stugotz $50,000, he's going to show his butthole. There we go.
I can't.
I lost to the better man. I'm sorry.
I don't know how this segment turned
my
into this,
butthole, right?
but I feel like I can't even be mad because it might be my fault.
Yeah.
I'll do it for 25.
Oh, wow, he bailed me out.
Dollars.
Billy wanted me to go 15. There was no way because I'm going to get stuck with it.